I've been an advice columnist all my life, and I've never received a thank you letter. So, if that's not credentials, I don't know what is. What is this? How did she get here? I got a new place and everything, and still she finds me. She's after my box. She wants my box. Ah! 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 She's attacked! Ah! God! Ah! Ah! Assault! She got hair all over my new lipstick. I'm trying to survive here. I've been surviving for hundreds of years. She tries to murder me. I've tried to date a guy who was more invested in work than a relationship. Any advice for those in similar situations? Is there someone worth pursuing? Now, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be successful in your work, but if you can't find that decent balance, it can be difficult for anyone who's trying to pursue you. If your goals are not aligning, you kind of have to make that decision. You know, like, are you okay with not being the priority? Do you think rose petal mattress displays are a bit sutsaki this day and age, or still romantic? I think it's a fucking mess. What am I supposed to do with the rose petals in the bed? They don't do anything. It's like you might as well put confetti in the bed. Then it's a fucking glitter. What a fucking mess. And like, in a week, you'll be sleeping, and you'll wake up and there'll be a petal under your tit or something. You'll be like, what is this? Ugh. Oh, it'll be all rotten and nasty and disgusting because it's organic. I don't understand those videos. They got rose petals leading all the way up on the floor or whatever. And you're like, well, who's gonna clean this up? It's just a mess. Who's gonna clean this fucking thing up? It's not me. What's a good song or artist to play when being romantic with your partner? If you like to have a beat, being romantic with your partner. Apparently it's State Farm. Dustin asks, is it okay to have an ABC party on Valentine's Day, Auntie? Absolutely. What's an ABC party? That's 2 questions, Kirby. You gotta ask. I'm just kidding. You don't have to use your points. Oh my god, what is this? An ABC party is an anything but clothes party, if I'm correct. How old is Auntie Lora? I gotta sit down for this one. Now, you're only as old as you feel. I feel 65. 65. Does that answer your question? I said I would answer any question and I did. Oh, I have a question here from Anonymous. How long should I wait before asking someone to marry me? Whoa. I would have to say, if you've been living together and things have been going well, you're able to solve problems together, make each other happy, get through any obstacle, go for it. Do it as soon as you can. Get married. Any tips for banishing a psychic manifestation of my romantic and sexual desires that is leaking into reality and hurting the people around me that actually do love me? What is this question? Any tips banishing a psychic manifestation leaking into reality? My answer would be to address them. If they're leaking into reality, it sounds to me like they're not being confronted. Does Auntie Lora have any kids? No. In this economy, my husband complains my lasagna is too wet. What do I do? My mom told me there is no such thing as too wet. I have tried everything. Everything? If you've tried everything, there's no more solutions. Well, it's not your mom who's complaining about the lasagna. And if the lasagna is made for your mom, let it be wet. But if the lasagna is made for your husband, maybe he just needs it a little drier. Try adding, maybe instead of tomato juice, try tomato paste. I know Recipe Rhonda would argue with me about this, but she's not fucking here. Recipe Rhonda. Oh, here we go. This is Recipe Rhonda, and I have a question for Laura. Hello, Recipe Rhonda. Did you or did you not come for me on live stream? What are you gonna do about it? You don't know how to work a computer. You don't know how to work an oven. See you at church next week. We'll play bridge. We'll play bridge afterward. Make those lemon bars. And don't put the vanilla in them this time. Shit. My boyfriend made a song complaining about my mother. The song is pretty good. Should I show it to her? Sure. Why not? Maybe she'll learn something. You know the deacon doesn't even like your casserole. He says it's too dry. Which casserole? You made the casserole! That was your casserole he was talking about. I'm surprised you're here today. Usually you're sleeping with the deacon on Tuesdays, Rhonda. You want to come on over here and insult me on the 1 a.m. live a year? I've got secrets. Did you hear about Cassidy's baptism fiasco? I sure did. Cassidy was so upset, as she should be. She was baptizing, or getting so-and-so baptized, her little baby that she has. Oh my gosh. She went in the water with her baby. Right, and then she peed in the water because she heard that there was pee in the baptism water, because that was something that happened a few years ago. Was a big problem, and she thought that she was supposed to pee in the water, so she peed in the water, and everybody was like standing around the pool, and we were like, Cassidy, too much vitamin C, drink more water, are you okay? And of course she grabbed the baby by the ankle and just sort of, you know, did one of those, like any mother would, like a plunger, exactly. And it was a big fiasco, but I'm sure the baby's fine. Who hasn't been peed on a couple times? I tell you, that Cassidy cum dump is always on her knees religiously, but she ain't praying. Such a floozy, that one. She sure is, and she's never praying. I've never seen her pray. She puts her hands together, but not to pray. She gets on her knees, but not to pray. Oh, we got all worked up there with Rhonda. My gosh, I felt so ambushed. She doesn't usually know how to work a computer. She must be with her nephew. Oh, here we go. You know damn good and well that I am with my nephew. The technologically today is too advanced for my friend brain. We have another question here from Anonymous. Think my Valentine's date is actually 2 something ass elves in a trench coat. What's a clever but innocuous way to let them know that I know and I'm totally down to get freaky? Maybe confess to them, you know. Say, oh, I have a confession to make. Are you open to listening? I've always wanted to be hammered front and back by 2 elves. You know, just sort of keep it coy, but obvious. My Aunt Rhonda told me to tell you that you look like Pennywise's rejected sister Cheap Waist. Her words, not mine. Oh, I'm sure your Aunt Rhonda said this many times. Many times. At least my pennies are wise, and I might be cheap and a waste, but she's got all the money in the world and has no taste. Thank you for your question, Anonymous. Laura, this is Cassidy Cum Dump. Hello, Cassidy. How's the baby? Whatever that bitch Rhonda says is a lie. I saw her with the deacon and the deacon's son last week. Don't trust her. The facts are coming in. There's nothing I can do. You know, they're there. I just read them out loud. It wasn't me. I just said it out loud. Sounds like Rhonda's got some explaining to do. Oh, this is Cassidy, Laura. I got an advertisement, but I will watch it to support you. I know you need the money. We don't want you stripping again. There's no shame in stripping, Cassidy. It's an art form, and it should be respected. We respect sex workers here, Cassidy. But we sure don't respect poor parenting. I didn't realize there'd be all this turmoil and drama here today. My question box has turned out from questions into fighting. It's like a Facebook. First of all, Cassidy, you are a lying skink. I wasn't with the deacon and his son. Then who were you with? I was helping them move a couch. He has arthritis. So do you. Doing God's work. God should have a capital G, Ronza. I'm new to this stream and I'm confused. Why are you streaming from a basement window? What if someone steals your camera? I'm on camera? From Anonymous, can you send my dad a kiss? He is Also a big fan. He broke up with my other dad last year because of your advices. So thanks a lot. You know, just because they're not together, maybe that's a good, healthy thing. I'm not sure what I said, but if he's a big fan, here's my kiss to him. I'll put it right on my hand and then I'll send it through the window, okay? There you go. I put a little tongue in there. But also, now you could have 4 dads. More gifts at Christmas. My lipstick tastes terrible. How did that get in my mouth? Pretty sure my boyfriend's cat likes me more than it likes me. Than it likes him. Do you think I should pretend that isn't the case so I don't hurt his feelings? No, cry about it. I don't know. Animals are fickle. They're gonna like who they like. Hey, Auntie. The trenchcoat elves turned out to be gnomes, and now I'm afraid I might be seen as into only elves. And/or maybe a little racist. What should I do? I still want to fuck them. You might have to reinterpret or reapproach your strategy. When I said that, I meant I didn't specifically, just to cover your bases, you know, that kind of whole, like, I didn't mean this, but I meant, you know, anyone that's XYZ. If it doesn't go well, there will be more gnomes.